Hi, everybody. I'm Tony Wilson with my good friend and co-host Adrian Wright.
Hey, guys.
And this is the Supernatural and Beyond. Okay, Adrian, I'm ready to get started. This is, this whole thing that we've been going through over the last few minutes and few hours and few days. It's really been interesting. Now I kind of want to talk about, we've been talking about angels and how they are actual celestial beings with personalities, and they've decided that they actually want to take a course of action that might be a little different than what the original plan was by the Creator.
Right.
So now I kind of want to talk about myths and legends.
Okay.
One of the things that I have discovered is that there's a lot of different cultures out there. The Greeks, the Romans, the Babylonians, the Canaanites, the Assyrians, the Mayans, the Aztecs, the Indians, the Hindus. All of these cultures and civilizations have a similar story to the one found in the canon of Scripture, which we know at the Tower of Babel, everybody was dispersed. So they all took the same stories from the beginning, before Noah's Ark, I should say after Noah's Ark, and then they just spread it throughout the world. And what I've discovered is that there are a lot of the same characters appearing again and again and again, only the names have been changed to conceal the celestial beings.
That's good. Yeah, that's kind of like what I've noticed too, because you have like the Romans and they have like all their different gods. Like what's going on is in those cultures, what I believe is these aren't the real gods. These are like the celestial beings that came down and polluted like mankind. So they confused mankind. They led them through evil and darkness and all this kind of stuff.
Through the dark side,
because if you look at gods like Zeus, or like even if you think like in the movies and you look at stuff like the Avengers and you got Thor.
Show Thor on this on your shirt there.
So Thor right here on the bottom of this shirt. So
the Norse god of thunder. Yeah,
so they got a thunder. So they're kind of like angry gods, right? But then when you look at the truth of canonized Scripture and the Most High, he's not really an angry God. Like he brings punishment and like the anger, but he takes it to like the forces of evil. He doesn't just randomly attack just mankind with just anger. But if you look at gods like Thor and Zeus, everybody was afraid to make these guys mad.
Yeah.
Because they're going to cause some destruction. They're going to cause some stuff. So that's what I found.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. Now, the funny thing is, the God of Big G, the God of the Bible, the creators of the heavens and earth, the deception from the garden is that this guy is angry. He's going to get you.
Yes.
However, he's the only one that ever had a way by which we who have strayed from the path into the dark side to come back into the light.
Yes.
And of course we know that's Yeshua, the Messiah of the world.
Yes.
And so we know this.
Right.
So that's what I find so very interesting. However, because nobody takes these mythological or so-called mythological creatures and thought of them as actual real live personalities that have an agenda.
Yeah.
It's some in modern terminology is being called the Luciferians.
Right.
Again, in other conversations we've had, it's been a matter of the same plots have been revealed again. And just as popular culture, I'm glad you wore that shirt today to show all of these different things. The Justice League, that's kind of like the latest superhero movie that's come out. We have the Marvel movies and we have other little spin-offs and so forth and so on.
Right.
But I just wanted to bring something to everybody's attention. If you look at the Justice League, it's Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Aquaman, The Flash, and more recently they've added Cyborg. Now, I want to show you how all of those connect with the pantheon of gods. I think that was the word you were looking for. The pantheon of gods in the Greek times. Superman, he is actually Zeus. Wonder Woman is actually Diana, who is it was a goddess. And as you can see through a lot of the videos now, especially they're getting into goddess worship.
Okay.
And that has to do with the Statue of Liberty, but that's something else for another show. Batman. Where does Batman go? To the Bat Cave, right?
The Batman.
Exactly. It's underground.
Yeah.
You know, that's Hades.
Oh, okay, I'm following you.
See how that's working out?
Right.
We have Aquaman. That's Poseidon.
Right.
Now, the god of the sea. We have Flash. That's Hermes, the god of the messenger of the gods, I should say.
Right.
And then Cyborg. That's the latest in the transhumanist agenda.
Wow.
Where we're becoming part machine, part computer. You know, we're talking about implanting microchips in our heads in order to make us smarter or faster or whatever it is.
Right. That cyborg stuff kind of sounds like RoboCop or the Terminator.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
Like some really heavy stuff. And I think that ties in more with like AI too. So maybe it's kind of has something to do with the introduction of technology coming in and kind of, you know, trying to take over mankind. Or
we have to do, and we are going to do a whole section on AI, Bitcoin, blockchain, all of this, how all of this technology is going to be used to enslave mankind.
Wow.
Because as we know, Lucifer or Satan or the devil is not an omnipresent celestial being. He can only be in one geographical location at a time. He needs to have his minions, not to be confused with the ones on the cartoon series.
Yes.
He has all his little minions reporting to him what's going on.
Right.
There is a master plan.
Right.
And it's being carried out, like we say, through the Luciferians, those people that have put themselves in league with them.
So that whole little like minion things, what I'm getting from that is like an actual supernatural level of where we are in the supernatural world. Like the minions would be like the little demons that report to like another hierarchy, that report to like the fallen celestial beings.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's like a type and a shadow, and they make it like fun and interesting, like superhero stuff. So we're more acceptant of these like false gods or these no gods or these like fallen celestial beings trying to ascend up and kind of trying to be powerful like they are gods.
It goes again right back to the Garden of Eden. The first story in the canon, it lays out the entire game plan
for
the
sure.
face of the earth and all of all of time and eternity.
Yes.
It's just if we stop looking at the canon of scripture as if it's this holy book that we can't, disagree with it at some point in time.
Well, yeah.
The creator of heaven and earth wants to have a relationship with us.
That's what it's about. And that goes way back to the garden too, because when they fell, they lost that relationship,
they lost the relationship. And what happens when we get in, you're married, and so you want to have a relationship with your wife. And
love my wife.
Love your wife.
Yes.
Good shout out.
Yes.
Beautiful baby and all that sort of thing.
Thank you.
You want to develop that relationship. And this is what it's all about, developing relationships. And again, he's the only one that he's the only deity, the only God that I have ever heard of or read of that made a way to reestablish that relationship. And once again, for those of you who are not aware, that is Yeshua or Jesus. That's why the whole thing happened. The sacrifice that he did on the cross is so critical.
Yes.
It not only brings us as humankind back into relationship and fellowship with the Creator, it also brings back the harmony that was originally established in the Garden of Eden.
That's correct, 100%. And I just love the fact that the creator that made the heavens and the earth would care enough to make a way to make a relationship. With beings that
totally blew him off.
Look at and it doesn't matter the background. It's anybody once they turn and realize, hey, I can have this love relationship. So very powerful stuff. And thanks everyone. We just want to give a quick shout out to Active Reliance Radio. We want to invite you to follow us and subscribe, comment down below. Let us know what you think, and join us next time on the Supernatural and Beyond.